This wine is early drinking style. I'm not sure that I'll be putting it down for more than about 5 years. It's drinking great now, and it's a style that I'm really happy to eat with seafood, and I wouldn't really keep it too long. It's just not the style for it. The second wine that I've got is the Catrala Chardonnay. You'll notice here we've actually got 3 Catrala wines. This is a first for the club to bring 3 wines in from any producer, but as I mentioned, we score all the wines, and this winery scored over 90 points for all 3 wines. This is very unique. We've got a fantastic site, fantastic winemaker, and I really want to bring the best wines in for the club, and it just so happened 3 of them came from the same producer. This one here is the Catrala Chardonnay. It's a barrel fermented style, but being quite cool, Casablanca has reasonably high acidity. This means that it can retain that natural acidity over time, and particularly it allows the wines to go through malolactic fermentation, which will give you that nice big buttery flavour, but it'll also retain enough acid that it goes well with food, and it's going to age well. This is an 07, and the wine is got lots of aging potential. For a New World Chardonnay, it's wonderful. I tend to drink a lot of Burgundies and cool climate Chardonnay, and this is right up that alley. It's a crackerjack wine. We've got it paired with Digby scallops, and they're bacon wrapped, also just with a dill mayo. Digby scallops are great, Nova Scotian, Canadian through and through, and the smokiness of the bacon contrasts or actually complements some of the smoky oak characters that are coming through for the Chardonnay. So it's a great pairing. Good wine, really good wine. Next wine we've got is a Pinot Noir. All these varieties are quite cool climate wines, and when you think of Chile, you often think of sort of big, rich red wines. But the reality is there is a lot of different mesoclimates that are creating wines with lots of definition. There's cooler climate areas, warm climate, hot climate, and everything in between, just because of the incredible topography and geography that happens in a country that has covers so many latitudinal zones. This one is the Catrala Pinot Noir. You can pair red wine with fish. I mean, salmon is a great one. The fattier fish tend to work better with the red wines because the astringency battles those fatty acids. And salmon's a great one. Salmon and Pinot is one of my favourite combinations. Pretty straightforward, just on a sweet potato mash. I cured the salmon for about an hour. You don't have to. Just a bit of brown sugar, lemon juice, and salt. And then I hot smoked it. Hot smoke, throw it on the barbie. Basically, you just put some oak chips. I used alder in this case. Apple would work equally as well, and you just punch holes in it. So basically, you just get your fork and you like that. Smoke comes out. Put it on the barbecue. You've got yourself a smoker without having the need to buy a special one. So, black cherry, good French oak, goes well with the smokiness from the salmon. Salmon's a little bit fatty, like I mentioned, so it'll go well with those tannins. And there's just a little bit of spinach for a counterpoint. The last dish was, I guess, more of a traditional red wine food pairing. Pinot Noir. In this case, it's from Kingston Estate. Kingston Estate was another very impressive vineyard and winery that I had the chance to taste. For the record, 2 of their wines also scored over 90 points. They're Syrah, and they also have another Pinot Noir. This is the Tobiano Pinot Noir. No inoculated ferment. That means that basically natural yeast. It's a very earthy style Pinot. It contrasts this Pinot, which is very fruit-driven, cherry and dusty and chocolatey. This is more leather, truffle, a little bit earthy. It's more of a rustic style Pinot Noir. So that's why I ended up doing a portobello mushroom reduction. You could use something like porcini if you can get hold of them. Simple Alberta sirloin. Just one point actually, this is a BC wild sockeye salmon. Always buy a wild salmon where you can. So we've got Alberta beef is in the next pairing. It's with a warm tagliatelle, tossed with parmesan, spinach and grape tomatoes. And the rustic earthy tones of the portobello reduction basically go into the food and wine pairing and match these kind of rustic earthy Pinot Noir flavours. I hope you enjoyed the food and wine pairing. I look forward to doing it again. If you've got any questions about our membership, about any of the things that I've talked about today, jump on our website, hemisphereswine.ca. Thanks guys. Cheers.